Hello and welcome to another episode of Marketing for Your Future. I'm your host, Cindy Ashton from the Daily Ad Brief, coming to you from New York City. We are going to go down to Maryland, just a little bit south of me, to interview the amazing Albert Thompson from Walton Isaacson. And he's going to give some really interesting insights around how we need to stop doing ads. But then what do we do instead? Hello, Albert, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And I love the energy you bring on screen. So I know this is going to be a fast-paced, popping conversation. So I can't wait to get into it. But pleasure being on.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love it. Well, I can't wait to hear your knowledge. So let's jump in. Tell us a little bit about what you do at Walton Isaacson.
Yeah, absolutely. So, title is Managing Director, Digital Innovation. But I think at the end of the day, I'm very much what you consider a marketing technologist. And to just break that down in simple terms is, look, clients have business challenge, mostly marketing challenges pertain to my discipline. My role is really to help them sort of map this on top of technology, and technology being a solution to whatever their solve is. That could be in a marketing capacity, it could be more in advertising capacity. We were talking about social, getting a lot of conversation into the metaverse now, gaming as sort of the parent umbrella. It could be just programmatic. Pretty much you name it. So that's what runs the gamut of our responsibility. And look, it's because we're a full service shop that I have my hands in so many pots.
Well, it keeps you hopping, that's for sure. That's amazing that you have that knowledge base in technology and be able to connect into all those different pieces. Now, one of the things that your company talks about is that people dislike and avoid ads. So you don't make ads. Tell us then a little bit about how you are changing the game with culture and experiences.
Well, the shop is really much founded by on the premise of brand entertainment, that the world didn't need just yet another agency. And it's very much more about storytelling. So yes, I guess if you had to classify, there is an ad type, but much of the work that's been done is very much about explaining the narrative from a human point of view. Mostly the talented you see represented in spots. We do a decent amount of multicultural work between Black, Latino, queer, and we're very much always trying to share and tell a story to really personify to the audience at a human level what it means to live in the likeness of the brand that they are representing, whether it's something they're holding in their hand or it's a car that they're driving. At the end of the day, we as human beings, we got to see ourselves. And the first way to see ourselves is see someone who's like us. So a lot of our advertising is very much rooted in this notion of facing the world the way it faces you. And I think that's the biggest gap why companies just run typical ads, because they really don't understand that they're in the human element business of really putting on-screen representation of people to connect with people.
Albert, you are a wise soul, my friend. I love that because really you start selling to me and I'm going to be having my New Yorker FUs coming out. But you start engaging me at what's my core values, at who I am on a deep psychological level. It makes all the difference. So I love that you're so story driven. For somebody who is like, yes, this is the approach, what would be the first step for them to really be able to be more story and connection driven in their business?
Well, the first of all is stop relying on the machines. The machines are only as good as the people that inform them. I don't care if it's programmatic machine. I don't care if it's artificial intelligence. Let's just be clear. Humans built those. Humans got to program it in. There's bias in all of it. I think people forget that at the end of the day, you're not in the B2B business. You're not an agency trying to keep a media partner in business. You're in the B2B to C business. A client makes a product selling to a consumer. It's made by a human being, or in some cases, a machine that's programmed by human beings, sold to other human beings. And I think what people realize is in America, everybody's a storyteller. Everybody wants to tell a story. People love to tell stories. So if you're going to sell them on an ideal, you'd almost be better off taking an advocacy, a public affairs approach where you're selling them on an idea of how you think to get them to go along or get along before they go along. I think that's very much the premise. So a lot of the philosophy we've employed is very much around, okay, that notion and how they will best receive it. I think a lot of the entertainment factor means it's engaging, it's rich in culture, rich in heritage, rich in the music and the beat. It sort of moves you, but it moves you to a place to take action. And that's just how human beings are wired. Look, nothing's changed in the last couple centuries from what I can see from historical references. So I don't know how we got to this place where people act like they weren't selling to other people. They act like they're selling to other companies. And it's like, no, it's still people. We still run this place.
Albert, I am so grateful for you appearing on the show today because it is about human connection. And I love that you talk about how the machines and all these ads are they're biased. And
Yeah,
being biased doesn't allow you to connect on a deep, authentic human level and truly see your customer. So thank you so much for revealing the depth of what it really takes to be able to really build your brand from an authentic, connected, rich place. Thank you so much for being on the show today, Albert.
you're welcome. Thanks for having me. Love to be back. You take care.
Absolutely. And for those of you tuning in, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Marketing for Your Future. If you would like to connect with Albert, please go to dailyadbrief.com and we will see you on a very shortly on another episode.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.